interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse, critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is Kayla, and I'm so honored to introduce you to these intriguing and majestic animals.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them a perfect camouflage.
And Orca and I are going to help show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole is perfectly designed for getting into a breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It may look like their eyes are in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. The eyes are actually right in front of that white patch to camouflage from fresh and red. The fin on top of the whale's back is called a dorsal fin, which helps stabilize them when they swim. It also helps them regulate their body temperature. There are no bones and muscles inside, which is why you may see it curved. The flippers on either side of the body are called pectoral flippers, and those are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each one has 5 pointy digits inside, just like a human hand. The lobes on either side of the tail are called flips, and that's the killer whale's engine, propelling them up to speeds of 30 miles per hour. It gets faster than some tank guns. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Killer whales often use body language as a form of communication. A pectoral slap may be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap in order to get her calf's attention. When they really want to be heard, they preach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while hunting. A flip slap is another important part of communication that killer whales use in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Because killer whales are such great communicators, it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
By pulling them right off the beaches. Watch as Cleo shows you a similar technique right in front of all of you. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking unsuspecting seals right into the water. Here you're seeing the Connie show you a similar technique demonstrating one of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Crashing in front of you, but you can't truly imagine the amount of water displaced until you experience it firsthand. Luckily, I have a couple of very brave volunteers that are going to be coming down and feeling the power of those waves. Everybody give them a big round of applause. All right, come on down, you two. You guys are going to take a seat right there and just hang on tight. All right, everybody, keep cheering for them. Their about to feel this 55-degree salt water. All right, and it looks like we may have our brother-sister duo heading your way. Hang on tight, you guys. All right, get down. High five. All types of prey, including other whales. Is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does the whale, Cleo, Connie, or Ulysses hunt for a whale that size in the wild? It's all because they're the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
As they grow. Orcas are constantly interacting and touch and will rub their bellies on the rocks when they can. We see our whales do this here, just like whales in British Columbia. These whales also love to imitate each other. We see here where whales are constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Now, all this playful behavior does have a purpose. In hunting, the tail whip may be used to stunt fish, but today, it's going to keep stunning all of you. Now, we care for our whales all day, every day, which allows us to share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. Whales are here even taking an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can roll over and show us their tail flukes, which helps with taking voluntary blood samples. That allows us to make sure they're staying nice and healthy. They can also slide up onto a scale like you see Orca doing in this video. That allows us to monitor their weights. Because of the trusted relationships we build here day after day. Alright, I want to introduce you all to a very special whale. Everybody give her a big round of applause. This is Kalia. Now, Kalia is our smallest whale, weighing just about 5,000 pounds, and she is 19 years old. And despite her size, she is the matriarch of our group here, which means whatever she says goes. Now, she has inspired millions all around the world, and I hope she's continued to inspire you all here today. We challenge the whales all day, every day, to learn new things, to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play help keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Ursinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you all for coming to today's Orca Encounter. We hope you gain greater appreciation to these amazing animals. Have a